Hola.
So on today's very special episode of Dungeons and Dragons, Stein and Peleus with Lee Cheng, last time, had entered Thalden's estate.
Hi.
Hi. Cleared all of his challenges,
Challenges?
overcome the witch Gala, who Peleus recognized being from the Vishnan Shire. In their encounter, she was able to flee. Or you guys let her. I don't remember which at this point. You entered into Thalden's throne room, where you battled both the wizard Thalden and the newly raised deity Danahe,
We're supposed to get stuff.
where you guys emerged victorious.
We're supposed to get stuff. Hey.
And then at the end of the encounter, death had claimed Lee Cheng. And the only redemption was that Stein journeyed to hell in order to secure Lee Cheng's life. Peleus, being a noble traveling companion, offered his aid in the journey to hell to conquer death itself and free Lee Cheng from his mark. Yes, Stein. What were you going to ask?
I was gonna ask, what cool shit did you get?
Well, in order for me to tell you what you got, I will need to know a little bit of what you have. And we will start with Peleus. Peleus, yes, what is the plus on your axe?
On the sheet it's +4.
+4, you say? And what level are you guys?
21.
You guys are level 21?
I'm 16.
Oh, you never updated your character.
Oh, I forgot. I thought it was next week.
Okay. Well, you would actually have to remake Stein altogether because he wasn't saved. Would you like to do that now? Okay. So you're going to be level 16, Stein? Josh, do you have
He only has
level
3
16 Peleus around?
Yeah.
Can you use that sheet, please? For this time?
Alright.
Yeah, because Nikki still has to do that. So, we have level 16 heroes. My encounters are all set still for level 21, so that will happen.
What?
I'm kidding.
You're not. Whatever.
So you had a, what was it, +4 weapon?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
the same on this sheet.
Okay. Well, the new great axe that you found is a +5, which means it's going to add an additional 1 to your attack rolls and an additional 1 to your damage. And it also has an effect, but I'll wait for you to write that stuff first.
I need to find the pen real quick. Hang on.
Stein, I know you've been using your Wicked Scythes, which actually only upgrade when you defeat Reapers. So, are you still using your Death Cloak?
Uh-huh.
Alright, then I can't really do too much with that either. Do you have a neck slot item?
Yeah, the ring.
Alright.
Yeah, boots.
+1. And 26. Alright.
Alright, get back to me. Alright, so it was a +5 item, and it has an effect. It is a... what is it? It already had elemental abilities, right? It could be fire, and...
Yeah, it's just fire.
Okay, so it could be fire. It's a minor action encounter power. A blast 5. Blast meaning it makes a cone that gets wider the further away it is, up to 5 squares. So blast 5, and it's pretty much a flamethrower move. It does 1d12 plus whatever your intelligence score is.
Intelligence. Arguably the worst one.
What's the value?
Oh, it's a 0.
No, your intelligence, the big number.
10.
Oh. How about charisma?
14.
Alright, so it's 1d12 plus 14. We'll do charisma.
That's a big number, right? Oh, plus 14. Alright.
Yep, and that's also a blast 5, so you can hit like 8 people if they're in a cone formation. You could take out a whole flock of geese.
A whole flock of geese?
Well, they fly in the V, so...
Flying directly into their destruction.
And Stein, what items do you not have?
I don't have a neck item.
You don't have a neck item?
No, I have bracers, boots, rings.
That's awesome, because I would love to give you a neck item. You found what's called the cloak of the...
But I have a cloak.
Yeah, but it's your body item, right?
Yeah.
Is that your armor? That's what you typically wear?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is like an actual cape. It's a cloak. Cloak of the Shade. +2. Now, whenever you have a neck slot item, whatever the plus is, it adds to your fortitude, reflex, and will. So that adds +2 to all 3 of those defenses.
You said
Everything except armor class.
+2?
Yep.
Nice.
I think you already have a neck slide item. Right, Paley?
A what?
It's a neck slot. I'm hoping you guys write them on the second sheet in those little boxes somewhere. This way you know what you have without having to read every item.
No, I don't.
Difficult.
I likewise have nothing around my neck. I don't think so. Let's see.
Hey.
What?
Be a motherfucker.
I'm not a motherfucker. We'll also say you guys found some gold in here, because it does make sense.
So do I have that necklace or not?
You don't have any items that are a neck?
No.
Nothing? Okay, then you could also have the same cloak. It's a +2. And it also adds +2 to stealth.
Two action points.
I like optimus a lot.
Nice. I agree. That's definitely a better light.
Can I still use the attacks that are on my 21 sheet?
You wish. No. So you got a sword and a cloak. You so far just got a cloak, but you also have bracers. You have a ton of other items too that I'm sure Peleus doesn't have. So that's it. There were other weapons in here, but your scythe is better than all of them.
Wait, I got a sword? When did that happen?
When did you get a sword?
You just said
That you
you
said
got
you got a sword and a
It
cloak?
was an axe, not a sword.
Oh.
Because I believe you only are proficient with the great axe, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's all sorts of extra shit. Alright,
Yeah,
I gotta remember
Your character is actually proficient with a lot of weapons, not just the great axe. But the great axe is you actually took a feat in order to use it because it does that great of damage. I believe yours is the executioner axe.
Mm-hmm. Also, on that flamethrower, what's what do I roll to hit? Or is it just always hit?
No, it doesn't always hit. We'll say it's the same attack bonus that you already used, though. We'll keep it simple. There is something I wanted to ask you. Fuck, I don't remember. Oh, okay. Can you look at your item and your actual axe itself that you have on the sheet? Is it a great axe or an executioner axe? Because it makes a difference.
It's a great axe.
Okay. The one that you found, and this might make you a little too overpowered, but the one that you found is not a great axe, it's an executioner axe. Which when you pick it up, you could actually feel that you may need a little bit of practice to actually become fully proficient with it. But when you do reach, that point, the minimum damage, so if you roll your d12 and you roll a 2, the minimum it'll ever be is 5.
It'll just always be 5.
5 or higher. So, if you roll a 1, it's still 5. But I don't think you have the feat for it yet, so you're going to have to practice it.
Yeah, I don't have time for practicing right now.
Not if you're going to hell. So you guys are standing in Tholden's throne room. There's a large golden throne where his body has since collapsed onto, bleeding out. Donahay's decapitated again body strewn about. And you have finished looting the room, where you could see...
You didn't tell us how much gold we have.
Oh, it was 90 gold pieces each.
I can't give you an even number. How about 100?
It is 90. I could round up in gold, but then I would round up in damage too. It's all the roll of the dice. You can see Lee Cheng looks a little pale. You hear him cough a bit. And again in this room, I don't know if I mentioned it in the recap, but after Death had kind of released Lee Cheng back to you, he did open up a portal, which you can actually see on the side of the room is glistening with different flame and fog and blackness. Enshrouded in mystery, emanating the stale scent of death and doom. Whispering with echoes of long-forgotten realms.
So would my character know about this particular hell?
You guys could roll for history if you'd like to see what I could tell you about hell. History or religion? Stein, as much as you are like death itself, you actually only know that hell is something biblical that you don't really care much about.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
18.
Okay. Stories that you've been told, whispers in legends, have led you to believe that hell is not just one big fiery pit, it's a series of layers that as you go deeper... A series of pits that get more and more shitty the deeper you go. And each of it is riddled with different sins, but first you must cross a fiery river to enter the first section. And you know the river of Styx as it rings a bell. What else? Okay, so you know that there is an outer layer, an inner layer, and then the deep, deep core, the darkest pit of hell, where it is said Death himself does sit. Alone? Probably. Oh, the Connect just picked up my hand movements. Stop.
I know that Death was the devil.
Death, in this time that Peleus knows of, is at the center of hell.
Okay.
Yes. You do know, actually, of a story of a gentleman who had entered while living the circles of hell, reached the center, and emerged, though his name eludes you.
Is it Virgil?
No, it doesn't.
Is it Virgil?
Virgil was the guiding spirit of reason. He was not the one that actually went through with it. Anyway.
That's a good guess.
Yeah, that was a very good guess. Great name. Great name. Alright.
Bet you it's Virgil. Well, find Virgil.
And so begins you guys, standing in this room, glistening portal, darkness emanating, so on and so forth. Do you guys want to, like, trade items, or... I feel sick.
It's okay, Lee. We'll get your soul back.
Nothing's funny.
Are you sure I'm gonna tickle him?
He doesn't laugh.
Oh no, what happened?
He's no longer ticky-ish.
Your laugh broke.
It just doesn't seem like anything's worth it, you know?
Oh, we'll get your soul back, please. Okay.
I'd like that, please.
Don't worry, buddy.
Alright. You good to go?
Well, we're gonna fight death at the end of this. That's what's at the bottom.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Alright, I know you and him have an unsettled score. So.
You don't have to come. Just saying.
Oh, I'm not gonna back down now.
We already got together for the session. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'm out of here.
That would be pretty funny. Really? I don't have to? Alright.
I already know that he said he wanted to as of last session.
I know.
So.
You would do that for me, Peleus?
Of course, you've helped me out in the past, so.
And I'll continue to help. As he, like, gently and weakly smashes his staff on the ground. Ah.
Hopefully when we get in hell, you'll get some of your power back.
Ah.
So you're just gonna hang out here?
No, he's going with you.
Alright.
I can
Well,
help.
Alright, let's go.
Okay, who's stepping through first?
I'm stepping through first.
Okay. Stepping through, you could feel as if all of the happiness and life in your body seems to be drained. You feel cold.
What happiness. I am cold. It's like home.
You almost feel like you're covered in slime, like you're in a cold mist, like a polluted mist, but you're not. And you could see a river of fire that almost seems to drift to a river of water. And then it just turns into just a floating mass of air, but you know it's still liquid. And you could see all different souls floating through in the fiery air of this river. And at the far end, you could see a ferry waiting at the other end with a man in a hood, just standing with a stick. Lee Cheng steps in behind you. I'm assuming Peleus steps in.
Yeah, I'll take up the rear.
And after all three of you have stepped through, the portal zips and closes, sealing off your path of return.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
It only smells of, like, mist and death. And the ground that you're standing on feels soft, like a soft muck on, like, a clay-like shore. And looking down, you can see it's all, like, pieces of meat and decaying meat, and it's all blackened. But occasionally you could see something that resembles, like, a hand or a face.
Yeah. Yucky. Alright.
And a little ways down, you can see the man with the boat.
Is he ferrying anybody else over?
No. Looks like just you guys are here right now.
Alright, I'm gonna head over to the ferryman. Why are you drinking out of my cup?
Oh, sorry, I thought it was my cup. As you approach, the whole place is kind of like in a looming shadow, like a night with no moon. And he stands on his boat as it gently rocks in this soulful river. And as he's rocking, standing there, he looks up from under his hood, and you can only see the gleam of one eye as he tilts up at you. Do you have the toll?
How much is the toll?
2 gold pieces per man.
I'm gonna get him 4. I'm gonna get him 6.
When you go to place the gold in his hand, only 2 pieces from you fall in, and the other 4 fall through his hand into the water, and he takes them. You may board.
Before I board, I'm gonna give Lee Cheng 2 gold pieces.
He takes them. And then Lee gives his 2, and he steps on.
I give him 2 coins.
And you can
I give him a quick sniff.
He, honestly, you can't smell anything on him. The smell of this decay all around you is just overwhelming. For you guys being seasoned adventurers, this honestly doesn't faze you too much.
It doesn't faze me, no.
You guys have yourself been covered in blood and dead matter, so this is just like, I'm gonna need a bath after this. After we eat, then a bath.
Before we go to bed, at least.
Yeah, at a minimum, before we break out the bedroll. You guys get onto the ferry, and he starts with his stick in the water, or in the spirits, just kind of mushing through. And every time the stick hits it, you hear like gentle moans, like,
Jesus.
And you could see in the distance other ferries heading in the same direction as you guys. Far enough away that you can't really yell out to them, but close enough that you could see silhouettes in many different directions, even in the darkness. Are you guys just hanging out on the ferry? Nobody's gonna like touch the spirits?
No.
Nobody?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm just gonna touch spirits.
Lee Cheng leans up. No.
He knows that.
Well, he, being without his, I guess, life force, you could say, he has no sense of wonder. He has no curiosity. He is just venturing with you. So the river keeps going for probably about 10 minutes as you enter upon a coast, if you will. And at this point, this river of souls is deep, and it still glistens like a fog, but you no longer see as many souls here. It's almost as if they kind of drifted out and you're at like a deep part in the ocean where there's no sea life, it's just open water. So as you get closer, the souls dissipate, and you come up to this other dock where he pulls up. You've arrived.
Thank you. We all.
I ask him, so how's the road this way?
You're in hell. The only road is down. Although, I don't sense you're dead, so I can't imagine why you'd come here.
We have our reasons, but how's the road? Tough?
Always. It's full of pride, envy, sloth, gluttony, and the lust, and whatever other one I didn't mention.
Greed.
Greed. And of course, death. Have a good trip. And then he paddles away.
Slowly, it's
Oh, that was creepy.
Oh, he laughs the whole time. Until you finally see him disappear. He's like, ah! Where you guys are standing, I know you have a copy of the map. You could see on the outer layer where the ferry of Styx has come in. The place that you're in right now is called the Weight of Waiting. This place is pretty much on the ground, same thing. You can see the same people. Some of them are actually still alive. There are decaying remnants of bodies that have no biological function or anything. It's remarkable that they could still be alive, but some of them have like no skull, no face, and they're still moving, but obviously all on the ground, unable to really function. There are hundreds of people, shoulder to shoulder. It's almost like sardines, just standing here. Some of them chanting to themselves, all of them spacing out, staring in directions. And occasionally you'll see one that kind of comes to a bit and walks to the front, where there is this very large wall. There's a wall on both sides, but this is a very large area. Imagine, like a football field. And a lot of people shoulder to shoulder, walls all the way around, wall in the front with a big door. And as these people kind of shake loose, they immediately head towards that door.
Alright.
You do actually, you could both make perception checks, please.
25.
26.
Okay. There are also some people crying here, by the way. Both of you actually see two very familiar faces. One of them is Thulden, and the other one is Donahue. Donahue is standing there, just his body holding his head in his hands, and he's just kind of swaying back and forth like this. Where Thulden is actually sitting on the ground, hugging his knees, rocking back and forth, sobbing.
I'm gonna pass Donahue and throw him to the floor as I'm headed towards the door.
Throw his head?
No, just shove his whole body. Maybe yeah, and pop up his head and throw it to the side. Try to find your head, fucking asshole.
The body falls down and kind of lays there, and the head rolls a distance, and you see his body start to move, and then lay in a position for a while, and then he moves a little more, and lays in another position.
I'm gonna walk over to Thulden and just kind of pop a squat and watch him shake in fear for a little bit.
It's almost like he doesn't even see what's going on around him. But when you get close to him and he's sitting there sobbing, you can hear him say, "I thought he would give me power. I thought he would save me. I thought he would give me power. I thought he would save me."
Just stand up and walk away towards the door.
Okay. Are you following?
Yeah.
Alright, both of you rolled high enough perception that you could see that Lee Cheng is kind of just also spacing out.
I'm just gonna grab his arm.
You kind of shake him out of it, but he holds on to you to stay with you. This is very difficult for him, and you could gather that he's not himself right now.
You know what? I'm gonna tie a rope to him to my belt.
How much distance are you putting between you two?
Not very much. Maybe 6 feet.
6 feet of rope. Okay. If you would like to just test the strength of it, you can also roll dungeoneering. You don't have to.
I mean, I was just doing a simple knot.
It can only help you. But alright, if it's just simple, then you can leave it.
I mean, it was really just so he stayed with me.
Okay. You don't have to roll. You get up to the large door, and you can see that there's some people that go in front of it, and they say something, almost as a whisper. And the door opens like a ceiling door, like another mist that they walk through. And then the next person steps up, whispers something again, and then walks through. And written very largely above the door, it says, "Confess unto me your most darkest of sin. Regret no repentance, to end and begin."
I'm gonna try and walk through.
You don't seem to be able to. It's like walking into a wall.
I'm gonna push Lee Cheng.
He also cannot. Another person walks up, and you're close enough that you can hear what he says, and he just whispers, "I killed my brother so I could take his wife as my own." And then he walks through.
Okay. I'm gonna look at the door. I killed a woman because she was a whore.
Are you gonna try to walk through?
Yeah.
You can walk through. The rope comes through, but it can't obviously pull
Yeah.
Lee Cheng.
I burned an old friend to death while after he had died and concealed his body from the rest of my people.
Okay. You're able to walk through. I'd imagine that's Peleus' darkest sin. It's pretty terrible. Lee Cheng is like trying to get through. He's like, I don't know. What did I do? Oh. I know. I helped Stein kill a lot of people. And I enjoyed it. Because Stein's my dad. And I love him very much. And I would do it again. And then he steps through.
Oh, what a good boy. I'm gonna rustle his hair.
Thank you, Stein. You could see a little bit of color came back to him.
Oh,
I love you.
I love you too. I love my Lee Cheng.
Where you're standing, it looks like just another big line that goes back and forth for as far as you can see. And beyond it is this very, very large, gargantuan creature that, humanoid, gray skin, his eyes have been ripped and his eyelids are sewn shut. His mouth is open, he's very skinny. Again, gargantuan, all you could see is from his breast up. The rest of his body is down in the pit, which is behind him. So he's on his elbows and his shoulders, and his nose is huge. He picks up each person, sniffs them, and you hear him say, "Greed." And he throws them down, you hear them scream, and they go to some place. And he picks up the next one. Lust. This line goes for as far as you can see, and we'll say that the furthest person you can see looks like they're wearing clothes that are hundreds of years old. So you could gather this line is pretty long.
I'm just gonna go. Is there like a area where I can just kind of walk towards the front?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna do that. Just walk towards the front.
Bypass this whole line.
Yeah, fuck that. No one really cares either.
Standing in this line, you guys do recognize one other person.
Honest.
It is Manif. He is standing in line.
I'm just gonna look at Peleus, laugh, and just keep going.
You also see a raccoon-like creature standing right behind Manif that you recognize as Raja.
I'm gonna walk up to Moneth and say I'm sorry that he died.
He looks over to you.
I didn't mean to give that advice. I was out of place.
His head kind of looks over to you, and you can see that his eyes are just kind of like black and sunk in. And once you say that you're sorry, they kind of like perk back up, and he shakes off a bit. Oh, Peleus? He says.
Yes, it's me, the Wolfman.
It's not your fault. I make bad decisions. Often.
Well, I make bad decisions as well, telling people to let go of ropes.
I'm sorry you're here. And he puts out his hand to shake your hand. Good luck to you.
At least you'll die with no regret now.
And then he goes back to just waiting in line.
Alright. I'm gonna follow Stein.
I was assuming you didn't take his hand and you just stared eerily at him.
Yeah, kinda.
Okay.
He's not gonna get his revenge on me.
As you, I just want to change the music a bit. As you guys get towards the front, that big gargantuan creature with his eyes sewn shut and his giant nose sniffing, he has picked one up and sniffs. Living? Living people here? Not here. Not here, not my place. Who is this? Who is here? Step forward as he drops that person down without having judged them.
So where did he go? Just some
He
random
goes
level
to the
of hell?
deepest, darkest places of hell.
Just by default, it just happens.
Just betrayer. That's it. Well, I'm gonna saunter on up.
I am as well.
Who are you?
I am nothing but myself.
Ooh. Good answer. I'm gonna tell him I'm Peleus of the Vishnunshire.
Well, Peleus of the Vishnunshire and himself. You reek of sin. Of every sin. You bring life into this place, and you have not yet been doomed here. Why have you come?
We got a personal invite by Death himself. If you could just drop us in that deepest, darkest pit of hell, that'd be greatly appreciated.
Surely you do not wish for me to drop you in a pit. Then your life would truly end.
We need to see Death.
You cannot go down in my way.
What do you mean?
This is a method only for souls. I can only send you to that sin in which has corrupted you. Being as you are alive, you are corrupted by all sin.
So which one's the closest? I don't want to play around with all these other layers of hell if I could just do one and then get to the actual, like, title bout, you know?
He looks over to one side, and one of the walls rumbles into the ground, and he looks over to the other side, and another wall rumbles into the ground. Being as you live, I cannot send you down, but you can find your own way.
You're helpful.
You may enter the Hall of Gluttony, or the Sigh of Sloth.
Which one is deeper into the Ring of Hell?
You must go one way or the other, in order to get to the plummeting pillar.
Alright, hang on. Sloth.
Following you.
You will need to overcome challenges to enter the plummeting pillar. I'm just gonna tell you this in a regular voice because he's gonna give it to you in a way that's difficult. Essentially, you will have to go one way or the other. There are two circles of sin on each side. So pretty much you're going to be picking if you want to overcome gluttony and lust, or sloth and greed. And there is a different way you would have to go about each one, which he'll tell you if you guys, whichever side you decide to go on. It's also possible that you will fail one of these areas, and then you will have to go the other way. So, in a worst case scenario, you guys might end up doing all 4 parts of hell to get to the next layer. Of course, if you fail at, 2 of them, you might be stuck here forever.
Stuck here forever.
Yeah.
Let's see. Check out this map again.
But after you guys decide which direction you want to go, he could tell you the, what you would have to do to pass each one.
Gluttony and lust, or sloth and greed.
The battlements of Wu and Yi require 2 keys of each sin on that side.
Okay.
Well, if you tell me which side you're going on, I'll tell you the challenge. Or I could just tell you all of them, and you could decide based on that.
Let's do that.
For gluttony, you must recover an item from the belly of the beast. To overcome lust, you must resist the temptation of lust and recover the key, which is most precious to Giselle.
I look at Lee Cheng and go, we might not want to go that way.
To overcome sloth, you must awaken every soul in the city of Sloth. To overcome greed, you must receive a gift from the leader of greed named Baron.
You said Barrett?
Baron.
Oh, Barrett.
Hmm. That would be weird. If it was Barrett.
Oh.
No Barrett.
Stop drinking my glass!
Sorry.
I'm gonna have no drink left.
Wake up every soul and then get a gift. A gift.
You have to get him to give you a gift.
Agreed.
Yeah. Or the way that it's actually portrayed to you is you must get him to give you a gift or something for free.
Does it have to be a material item, or it could be like something as simple as
Anything.
a fact?
Can be anything.
Okay.
But it has to be kind of disclosed that he's giving you something for nothing. So.
Alright, let's see. Let's say we go with Sloth and Greed.
Okay.
Okay. Both the doors do stay open, so if you do decide to go the other way, you can. But yeah. He sits up. Go! You're stopping me from doing my job.
Okay. I'm gonna go towards the door.
Okay. This area that you've entered is called the Sigh of Sloth. I'm sure you could tell from the map, but on one side of this ring is obviously the Abysmal Pit, and on the other side of this ring is that same Ocean of Souls. So, it's a very wide area that you're actually in, but imagine a whole city of people just laying around, most of them sleeping, some of them just sitting, occasionally shambling a few feet, and then laying on the ground. No one here seems too attuned with doing anything. Most of the people...
You said it was a city?
Yeah. Most of the people here look like they've withered away because they're too lazy to eat.
I want to look around and see if there's any sort of bell tower.
There is several churches. It looks like this was also some kind of mining city. So you could see that there's one large mine at the end of one end. It looks like an actual city that you would have encountered on the surface of the earth.
Could I tell what type of mining town this is? Like what they would mine?
You'd have to go to the mine to find out.
I'm gonna head to the mine to see if it's flammable.
Okay. You're heading to the mine as well?
Yeah, I'll follow her.
Okay. Yeah, we'll say that there's a whole bunch of churches and a town hall that has a bell tower, to answer your question. When you go to the mine, it looks like it was a coal mine. No. Yeah, it was a coal mine.
Spin some of my scythe.
Okay.
I'm gonna light it on fire.
Okay.
Is it light on fire?
Well, right now you're just at the mouth of this cave.
Is it light on fire?
The mouth of the cave? No.
No, my scythe. Is it light on fire?
Oh, yes, your scythe light's on fire.
Okay. So I'm gonna go toward, like, into the cave. And is there, like coal mounds places?
There is a little, rail track that has some carts that are filled with coal.
Alright, so I'm gonna light one of them from, like, the coal. And I'm gonna head towards the outside.
Okay, so you're bringing that whole cart of coal out?
Yeah.
It's very heavy.
Well, it's on wheels.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna wheel it out.
Okay. You're able to wheel it out. But at the end of that, mouth is where it looks like the rail ends, so they must have normally used some kind of cart with a rail.
So can I derail the rail and
You can.
continue?
You could push it right off.
Yeah, I'm gonna push it off and continue.
Okay. Where
Am
you
I out
going?
of the cave?
Hmm?
Okay. I'm gonna light the coal on fire. And I'm
Okay.
gonna kick it down to, where the houses are.
Alright.
I'm gonna see if anything happens.
You see, as it starts rolling down the street, the sound of those metal wheels scraping on this, on all the little pebbles and the primitive asphalt that they have. The sparks kind of flying in directions. The people that it's going past, and then they just sit there lazily, but awake. and it hits into one of the buildings, and you can see the buildings slowly start to catch. You know, some people you see coming to the window from the smoke, and some people walking out of the building as it catches fire. But this is slowly starting to consume one block of the city.
But are those particular people awake?
They are awake right now.
And this is like a really huge city? Like, in equivalents of blocks.
Let's say
square blocks
you are burning down one block right now. Let's say it's about 10 square blocks.
Alright, I think we should start ringing bells in church towers and town hall.
Alright.
See if anything wakes everybody up.
From, if you guys wanted to climb up to try to see if you could find all the bells, I could tell you exactly how many there are.
How many?
Are you gonna climb up?
Climbing up.
Okay.
How many bells?
You are able to see 5 bells.
Well, we can split up and each ring 3, and then I can't shoot very well. But
there is also, they're at different like heights and stuff, but it is city style, so there are connecting rooftops in some places.
It sounds like it's gonna be a parkour challenge. Alright, I'm gonna head towards the furthest one.
Okay.
I work my way back this way.
You're bringing Lee Cheng with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna put him on my back.
Alright, let's say the 5 are laid out in like 4 corners and then 1 in the center.
Alright, so
I'm going to run to the center.
Okay.
I'm going towards one of the corners, the furthest one from where we are.
Okay. I'm just gonna draw this out here, just so I have an idea. So we're gonna say Peleus is starting in the center, Stein is starting in the top right.
Alright.
What are you doing?
I'm sure this is gonna be a skill challenge, so I'm just getting ready.
Okay. Well, tell me where your guys' minds are at. What's your plan?
We're ringing the bells.
Okay.
I'm thinking run in here, see if there's any sort of mechanism to keep it ringing. But if not, then pull the shit out of it, make it happen. Run to the next one. Which I guess would be northeast.
No. Alright. I was doing it like top right. So northeast is the one that Stein is at.
Okay, so I'll run south then.
Okay. So, are you going southeast or southwest after this first one?
Southeast.
Okay. When you guys are ready, I would like for an athletics check to ring the bell. Your athletics check for me is going to determine how long this bell keeps ringing.
20, 22.
22.
Oh wait, I can use athletics and acrobatics as the same thing, no? Hold on.
40.
What?
40?
Yeah, I'm trained in it and I got a 19.
It is like thunder when you ring this. Well, of all the ones to like really smash, the center one was definitely the best one. Right out of the gate, just boom! Some of the windows blow out on the buildings around you. The bell almost shakes loose.
Well, I'm gonna jump from the bell tower to the ground and not break stride. Run to the next one.
Okay, you can make an acrobatics.
Okay. So I gave you mine, right?
Yes, you did.
Okay. Is it ringing?
It is ringing.
32.
Alright, nice. And you were heading southeast, so you get there, and when you get a chance, you could roll for athletics again. Stein, you rang your bell, and even over the sound of your own bell, you've heard the thunderous clap of the bell Peleus was at. He may have broken the bell. It was so loud.
That was pretty tough to crack a bell.
Yeah. And you see him, like, jump off the roof and start heading towards another one.
Okay.
So yours is ringing.
I'm gonna go head west.
Okay. You can give me an athletics or acrobatics, just to do whatever you're doing, however you're doing it.
That would be a...
Are you climbing down slowly to run up through the
No.
streets?
I'm jumping.
Give me
Yeah,
a flavor.
34.
34.
Nice. You guys are actually making great time here. Okay, you get to your next bell as well. And this one, at this building, it's actually a little decrepit, this church tower. Climbing up it might be difficult. Pieces of it are falling off.
Climbing up it.
Okay.
You want me to roll?
Athletics to climb.
It's gonna be a 24.
Very nice. You had a bit of difficulty getting up there. A lot of the bricks you were stepping on kind of fallen out, slowed you down a bit. But you can make another check to ring this bell.
14.
Quiet ring, but a ring nonetheless.
I'm gonna try again.
Go ahead. Peleus, while Stein's doing this bell here, you gonna start to head to the next one?
22.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna ring the shit out of it.
Alright, well first you gotta get there. So you can make...
Running full speed.
Okay. Acrobatics just to jump down. What was your total?
22? No. 21.
Very nice. Okay.
35.
Very nice. You get there very, very quickly. You get to the top by the bell, and you can actually see that there is no, I don't know what it's called, the tongue of the bell. There's no
The
gong.
hammer.
Yeah, there's no hammer inside this one.
Hmm.
And looking down, you could see that it must have fallen out and fell 3 stories down through the building.
Well, I'm gonna go down to the... I'm gonna investigate, try and find it.
Okay. The way that I'm doing it is I pretty much took your your athletics checks on the bell, and on every tick, or every, like, round, I'm shaving it down. This is as the sound of your bell is decreasing. And your people are falling back to sleep. Alright. So you're able to scale down. It looks like a lot of the rubble from where it fell through has actually been buried on top of it. You could roll for dungeoneering just to try to excavate it, if you'd like. Stein, you rang your last bell successfully. Where you heading next? All the bells have now been rung. Except for that one south of you.
So I'm gonna go run south with me.
Okay. Acrobatics or athletics?
Acrobatics.
I got a 15 on dungeoneering.
28.
Okay. You're searching around through this rubble. You actually come across a couple of people that were buried in the collapse here. They're all actually impaled, crushed, but all still alive. They're just laying there, lazily, just struggling to breathe as their diaphragms are crushed. You do actually see that hammer, but it is still mostly buried. You've only found a piece of it with your check. And as you were doing so, Stein comes on in.
I'm gonna take my ice scythe, and I'm gonna whack!
On the bell?
Yes.
Okay. This will just be an attack roll.
I'm an idiot.
That will be a 27.
Very nice. That was actually just in time, because one of your bells was gonna, like, be non-effective on the next tick.
I figured as much.
Okay.
There.
All the bells are ringing loudly.
Well done, Stein.
You could see all the people that are here kind of like muscle about a bit. All of them appear to be in the streets standing up. And then you see a couple of them start to sit back down. That bell in the center of town was actually the one at the town hall. And in a sudden instant, that bell has stopped ringing. And then you see all the sloth people kind of sit down and go back to sleep. But you could gather that something at that town hall is calling you there.
Alright, town hall it is.
Yeah, heading that way. This is eerie.
So you're standing outside the town hall building. You can see the bell up on top.
Was there no switch to put it back on? Like, to keep it ringing?
No, there was no sort of mechanism. But, let's go inside and see if there's any sort of change that I remember. Which I don't, because I was running to the bell.
The door's locked.
Oh, I kicked down the door.
Oh, no.
You can make an athletics check. You kick it, and you kind of like stub your leg a bit, but your foot goes through, so your leg, like thigh deep, is in the door.
I'm trying to get it out of the door.
I'm going to destroy the door with my axe.
Alright, you can make an attack roll.
I'm gonna try and get out of the way.
So,
I'm gonna acrobatics to try and get out of the way.
You don't have to, you can please.
30.
Okay, you have shattered the door to splinters as Stein finishes pulling his leg out. And you can see that in this town hall there's a whole bunch of, different chairs lined up, little folding chairs and such. And at the head by this podium, it looks like the podium itself has actually slid open by some mechanism exposing a chest.
I'm gonna walk up to it and then sort of just stare at it.
He's gonna wait for me to look at it and get hit by a fucking projectile.
You are staring at the chest. It appears fairly ornate. It is a nice decorative chest of sorts, finely crafted, made of a vintage mahogany, stained.
I'm gonna sniff it a little bit. Rich mahogany.
Smells good. You can actually get the slight whiff of a cedar on the inside.
Wow.
I'm gonna look to see if there's any traps.
I'm gonna pull it out of the podium, set it up on the top, and open it up.
Oh, okay, good. You don't have to check for traps, Stein. You're good.
God damn it.
You pick it up. It is unlocked. It is not trapped. And inside is actually a key. A gold key with a fancy insignia on it.
Yoink.
It is pretty big. It's like an 8-inch key.
Like a key to the city type of key?
Oh yeah, I like that better. It's like a 2-foot key.
What does it say on it?
It says, "Through the sigh of sloth, let no slumber sleep."
It sounds like we have to
should ring the
defeat.
bells again.
Sounds like we have to defeat Sloth in order for everyone to be awake. Is what that sounds like. Maybe there's like a monster or something. Is there any other literature that maybe gives more direction?
No. I'll tell you this out of game, just so you guys don't invest too much time into it. You beat Sloth.
I beat Sloth. We beat Sloth already?
You beat Sloth.
Oh.
These people are damned to Sloth. You woke everybody up even briefly.
Oh,
You
so
beat
we already conquered it. Okay.
Bam. One down.
Good job. Good job.
Alright.
Would
I'm
the
just
fire
gonna,
have done anything?
Hold on to this key with
What?
both arms.
If you were gonna burn down the whole city,
Yeah, I was going to.
it was just a big city. But yeah, you could have. But you would have had to have it all happen at the same time. You know? Because everybody has to be awake at the same time. And those people that you woke up in that first burning building, by the time you were done ringing the bells, were already falling back to sleep from that. So this was the best way to do it. And you did it. Nice job.
Yeah.
Good job.
Alright, well let's head, if there's any sort of direction towards the door to Greed, let's head that way.
Yep, there is a nice fancy door. It's actually all in line on the innermost circle. So you kind of walk along that pit through all these doors.
Ooh. This one looks like a big one.
And for this door to open, you actually need a very... It looks like the keyhole is very, very large. Very large. Like it's made...
I'm going to insert the key.
You insert it, and it fits like a glove.
I think Greed's trying to compensate for something. I'm just saying.
And I'm going to turn the key, much like Mario does in the 64 version, the giant Bowser keys.
You hear all the different mechanisms click and unlock, and the key spits back out at you as the door rumbles and falls into the floor.
You gotta keep this key. If it'll fit in my bag, I'll toss it in there.
Yeah, it'll fit. You have to, like, tie it to the side, actually. Let's make it a bigger key. It's a 3-foot key.
You can't keep increasing the size of the key, Mike.
It just expanded. It's a magic key.
Alright, then I'm gonna take my axe and then weld it to the back end.
You're melting the key to the axe?
Yeah, and then I'll melt it off later.
Okay. You don't have to make any kind of roll, I guess. That's fine. No roll necessary.
But I just added like probably 30 pounds more to my swing.
Yeah, sure.
Big key like that.
Yeah.
It'll hit harder, right?
In this particular case, no. No, it won't.
It's a
not
soft metal.
You know, it actually throws the balance of your great axe a little off. So, you know.
Oh, well, fuck that. That ain't happening.
No, it's fine.
Strapped to the backpack.
Opening into Greed, this place is very, very different. I would like for you to imagine it to be kind of like a Persian-style desert, okay? Where there is a whole bunch of little bandits and thieves running around. How there's anything ever getting done or ever happening or anything to steal is remarkable. But you could tell that everybody's got their own little hoard of treasure and they go around trying to steal others. So even as soon as you enter, a bunch of people have already checked you out. And then kind of like stick to the shadows. Here it appears to be unnaturally dark, and these streets are very, very narrow and winding back and forth. And in every crevice of darkness, you could see that there's eyes leering at you.
I'm gonna light my scythe on fire.
Even when you light it, you can see a couple of people that you didn't notice before scurry away.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
keep
I'm gonna light the old axe on fire as well.
What is your walking formation?
Well, I have Lee on my back.
You giving him a piggyback ride?
Yeah.
And are you in front of Peleus?
Yeah, I
I
guess.
say we're side by side.
Okay. Okay. I would like for each of you to make a perception check.
You know what? I'm also gonna put. I'm deciding to put Lee kind of like back to back with me instead. Now that I think about it, so he can watch our backs.
Okay.
Nice.
You said perception?
I get 20. Let's see. Yeah, 24.
18.
Okay. On the rooftop of the buildings next to you, in this narrow alleyway that you're going through, you could see that there are 4 different people. They appear to be maybe even working together, but there's 4 people on the prowl after you, poorly sneaking, but nonetheless, they are tailing you.
Stein, there's 4 people chasing us very poorly.
Yeah.
Should we dispatch them or just keep moving forward?
Let's go greet them.
They're on the rooftop above
Alright.
you, about 20 feet up.
I'm gonna sneak going up, like climbing up.
You can make a stealth check.
23.
Better than all their perception. Okay. You're actually able to quietly sneak on up, even with Lee on your back. But I would like an athletics check just to climb, see if you can get there in one move.
I'm gonna run and climb up the nearest building with a person on it as quickly as possible.
16.
Try and bum rush him.
Athletics check, please.
16.
You get about halfway up the building. They don't seem to notice you at all. Especially once he starts running up the other one.
Alright, I'm gonna do another one.
It's 25.
25? Okay. You're not sneaking, but you
25
get
as
right
well.
up to the top. There was two... So imagine the alleyway. On one side is two guys. On the other side is two guys. And I'm going to say that you each are climbing on separate sides. Is that fair to assume? Okay. You get to the top of yours. Stein, you're about halfway up your building. I didn't add that second check yet because he got to the top of his before you. So you're up there with two of them. And once you get up, your axe is on fire, right?
Yes.
The light of your axe emanates these people that parts of them have been filleted off, like they've sold their own nose or their own ear. They're all decrepit and they're kind of withered a bit from being down in this darkness for so long. One of them is missing a hand, the other one's just got a dirty dagger. The one missing a hand looks like he's got jewels all over his neck, like he's robbed a dozen people and he keeps everything on him at all times. But yeah, they are no longer people. They have become the sin of greed. So, there's two of them in front of you.
I'm gonna look at them and then go, boo.
They hiss at you. They don't even use words. They just hiss. And then they will actually attack as well. So you guys can roll initiative.
How am I rolling initiative when I'm hidden?
You still get a turn. This is really for turn order.
19, yes. Alright, so 34.
Where the fuck is initiative on this?
Damn.
Oh, there it is. 8 to 9.
Oh.
14, 34.
You guys all did awesome. Stein, Peleus, and Lee Cheng all have 34. So you guys could decide who goes first.
Well, Josh should probably go first. Because he's up there. I am not.
Alright, Peleus, your move.
Okay, let's see. Well, I'm just gonna run up to him, and the one on the left, since there's two of them, just gonna power strike him. Nice. So, 25 and 19. It's a lot. It's like 40 something.
That will hit.
Nice. So,
Let me double check. Yep.
What's another difference? 10, 11, 37 damage.
Wow, he's bloodied.
And then 5 burning damage.
He's still bloodied. He's not happy. But they don't
And
even...
it was a power strike, so he's now fallen prone.
Okay. And it was only against one of them, right?
Yeah.
Alright. Stein, you're next.
It's my turn. Okay. So. I'm gonna, Thank you. You're welcome. Alright. It's gonna be 37.
That will hit.
You think so?
I know so. These guys aren't really that tough, so...
Okay.
Is that gonna trick you?
Yeah, I know.
Ah, fudge shell. Jealous.
Girl Scout Samoas.
Samoas. Never mind.
I bought a box.
No,
Like
he didn't buy a box.
case.
He bought a case.
A case of Samoas.
They'll probably be here when you get here, so. I'm sure to hide you a
I hope
box.
so.
You got 10, 13, plus the thunder modifier.
That's a 1.
No, it's not. It's a 0. Oh, looks like a 0 to me. Alright. 4. 10. And a single enemy adjacent takes a d10 as well.
So what was the damage?
Hold on. 10. 46.
He is bloodied.
Okay. And then this one will be towards the other guy. So that's 6. Which he doesn't get my modifiers, right? Because it's just an extra d10.
Mm-hmm.
It does or does not?
Does not.
It does not. And then choose one enemy adjacent to you, move your speed +2. During this movement, you don't provoke any opportunity attacks. So I'm gonna in front of him.
Okay. And I believe both of you are at full health, right? Nobody's taking damage yet?
Nope.
Right.
Lee Cheng is going to use an ability on you guys. For you both. And it will grant each of you 8 temporary hit points. Temporary hit points are lost at the end of the battle, so it's not like you get to keep them. But if you take damage, you lose those 8 first, and then whatever. And next up go the bad guys. I'll start off with the ones by Peleus. Peleus, the one that you hit, you said burning. Does that mean he takes damage, 5 damage until he saves?
Yes.
Alright.
Bitch is on fire!
He did not save, so he will still be burning. This is going to be against your armor class. For 34.
That'll hit.
You hit like a bitch.
I didn't do the damage yet. 9. That's going to be 20 damage.
You hit like a bitch.
I'll do the next one with you. This one is going to be, what is that, 16. 34
You
to
also
armor
hit
class.
like a bitch.
Ouch.
That'll hit.
And that's going to be 18 damage.
Do you save shame to you?
Yeah. I also just want to know if this hits your reflex. I have a 12 against your reflex, and then a 32.
That does not.
Okay, and a 32
And
against your
then-
reflex.
Yeah.
Alright. So each one of them just kind of did a quick little slash at you with their little scimitar, dagger, dirk things. And one of them also was able to nab something from your person. So, how many potions did you have?
I had 11 regular and 2 super.
Okay. Just gonna roll to see which he got. If it's a 1, he got one of your supers. Alright. He was able to nab one of your regular potions.
Okay.
The next 2 by Stein. I have a 19. I'm guessing that misses. And then a 23 to your armor class. Great. Figures. Alright. Peleus, your turn.
I'm elusive.
Apparently.
I'm elusive. Alright, let's see.
They call me Magic Man. Cause you see me. Now you don't. I'm so hungry.
Me too, that's why I'm eating cookies.
Wanna order pizza? Pizza?
I don't want to pay him.
Alright, I'm gonna follow up with the dude on the ground with the Master Stroke.
He's standing now because he had gotten a turn.
Oh, he got up.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna hit him again.
Okay.
I have to pay. I'll be right back.
31 to AC.
Hits.
Nice. Alright, so I get 2d12 plus 6 plus 20 plus 26. 7. 18. 18 plus 6 4 plus 6. 50 damage.
He is dead. How would you like to flavor that?
I'm just gonna come right here. And as it swipes through, I'm gonna turn and start heading towards the next guy.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna use an action point and attack him.
Go ahead.
Alright. 28 to AC.
That will also hit.
Nice.
I think it's difficult for you particularly to miss them.
If he tries really hard, maybe.
Yeah, I guess if he tried to miss, he could. But Peleus is incredibly accurate.
36.
He is bloodied as well.
And then 5 burning.
He's on fire too.
Ow, 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 ow. Next up is Stein.
Okay. Do you mind if I move this?
Sure, go ahead.
There's something right here. Alright.
Can you hear the music, Josh?
Yes.
This is my Persian battle music.
It's good.
That's you.
Thank you.
Push.
Thank you. Oh. Alright. Lost one. It's going to be a...
That'll hit.
That's a lot of math. That's a D8.
You guys always roll well.
1, 2...
I need to give myself a lot of minions just because they never hit. They only hit Peleus and Steve.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 24, 54 damage.
54? Was this against the same one you were already attacking?
No, I shifted in front of the other one that was not bloodied.
Oh, okay.
But then I shift again in front of the other guy.
Okay, well 54 will bloody that one. Everybody's good hit point wise or no?
Yeah.
I think Peleus took some damage.
A little bit.
Alright, well luckily he could reach you from this rooftop. You will heal for 8.
Nice.
The one that's next to you, Peleus, hisses at you, and then turns to run away, trying to jump to the next rooftop and scurry into the darkness.
Yeah, whatever.
Get him, Paul.
You can get an attack of opportunity when he turns to run, if you'd like.
Damn right I do. Let's see. 35.
That will hit. If you do at least 29 damage, he's dead.
Oh, I
that's
thought I
easy.
had Fury of fucking blows, damn it.
Bam! 26
You
plus
do have Flurry of
8.
Blow.
Oh no, I said I forgot.
32? 34.
He is dead.
I'm going to quick check their bodies for any valuables because they're all greedy fucks, so they must have something of value.
You could roll for thievery. It is still combat at this time. He chose to loot rather than help you.
I don't need his help. He knows that.
Thievery, 16, 9. 25.
Okay. On them, you were able to recover 70 gold. And also, between all the, like, necklaces and gold and stuff that guy had, you could also just put that you have two, like, two pouches of jewels. One of them, that little knife that he was using, was actually a magic weapon. So I don't know if you want to take that. It's a magic dirk +2.
Yes. Why not?
And now it's your turn. Well, no, sorry, my turn against you.
I understand.
Alright, against armor class. Against armor class. 18-19. What's up?
Nope.
I hit you. No, that's what I rolled. 18-19.
Oh. Well, what is your numbers?
34 and 35.
Those you hit.
Excellent. First guy is going to deal you 20. Second guy is going to deal you 18, so 38. Alright, and now this is against your reflex. It's actually not that high. 26 for
Nope.
both.
Nope.
Damn
Nothing.
you. Damn you to hell. Fine.
No.
Hell joke! Okay. They both got to go, so now we're back to Peleus.
Back to Peleus.
Alright, so they're all...
Get these away from me.
Is there
You
any
fucking
more...
took them, Mike. Really?
enemies?
I don't like them.
Are there any more enemies to be dispatched?
Stein is fighting 2 of them.
I will try and leap rooftop to rooftop, Matrix style.
Athletics check. The alleyways were narrow, so it's not that difficult.
Ah, another 19. I've been rolling a lot of 19s. I want that fabled 20. Shit. It's 50.
You have cleared it in a single mighty bound and landed right next to either one of your choosing. They're both bloodied.
They're both bloody. I will.
Stein doesn't dick around.
I'm actually holding back. Because I know what's at the end of this road.
What is?
Nothing. And eventually I'll have to beat... What's his face?
Who?
Alright, I'm just going to assume Battle Wrath stance and then attack. The nearest one.
Do your worst.
33.
Hits.
So,
Do you want me to order pizza?
3 power bonus.
No?
10 and 26. 36 plus 3. 39 and then 5 burning.
He is dead. Okay.
That is all.
Stein. You're up, Tiger.
Alright. $24. Armor class? No, I'm sorry, 24 reflex.
24 reflex will miss.
Okay, with my bracers, when I miss with a basic attack, I can try again. Or
Wait.
re-roll.
Were you using a basic attack? Oh, you know what? That's fine. You could roll.
That's better. So it's 34.
That will hit.
Okay. There's a closed burst 1. No.
There's only one guy left alive anyway.
Okay. It's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Oh, Peleus, one of them also had a potion when you looted him.
Nice.
45.
Well, it was your potion, the one that he stole from you.
45 plus my
Exactly.
45 plus my fury of blows makes it 50.
Okay, so he's very dead.
I summoned a storm, and it ate him up.
Stripped him to the bone.
Yeah, like electrified him, and then like plague, like meteors, like when it on him, like hit him, and then
cool.
as he shriveled up, and then he just becomes bone, and then he crumples.
That's nice. That's a nice way to go. Alright, let me just put back on evil music rather than battle music.
I'm going to use a healing surge.
You guys could take a short rest here if you feel comfortable. There are still a whole bunch of things prowling around.
Yeah, but I think we have enough time to eat a Snickers, you know.
Well, I got low light vision, so I'll click off the old axe and
also have low light vision.
Chill out.
Alright, so you guys are taking a short rest but stealthy-like?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna loot those bodies also.
Okay. Your slain foes had 100 gold. One of them also had a magical headpiece. Just a headband if you want to use it.
What's it do?
With a successful Arcana check, I could tell you.
$22.
Okay. This headpiece appears to have some sort of crest on the front that, after further examination, appears to be some kind of, like a magical key, if you will. Like you walk up to a door and it'll open for you with this headpiece. He must be part of some kind of gang. And that's the way in.
Cool. Do I see any doors up here?
Up here, no. All these little sand clay buildings are all fairly the same height, but you could see one building looming in the distance, and it is a giant palace, like an Aladdin palace with the big bubble tops.
I think we should go there.
I think we're heading that direction.
I got a key.
Well, we gotta get a gift given freely. That was what we needed to get past this one, yeah?
I would like it for it to be something material. Now I think about it. It's gotta be something material item.
No, that's not what you said before. You can't just renege.
I did.
Why? Because you know you like to talk?
I did.
Stop that.
Ew.
We're going to the palace.
Yep.
Okay. Let's go. He goes to stand up, but he's actually kind of weak.
I'm putting him on my back again.
Thanks, Nine.
No problem. You're doing good.
Okay. You're heading towards the palace. Are you being sneaky?
Yes.
Yeah, might as well.
Crit.
Nice.
I got 19. And my stealth is 18, so that's almost like a crit.
You guys are like shadows in the darkness. The only thing is, periodically, Lee Cheng is coughing and spitting up a bit. It's kind of giving you guys away. Even in your absolute silence, his coughs tend to ring out. And as you guys are drawing nearer to the palace, you can see that there are more figures tailing behind you. Are you staying on the rooftops, or are you going back to the streets?
Rooftops.
Okay.
Oh, it's Arabian Nights in this bitch.
Okay. And you guys could roll for perception, please.
25.
26.
Okay. You were both, as you're hopping along straight away, you can actually see that there was a little group of people camping out on one particular roof that you would have headed right through. But both of your perception checks were high enough, so you were able to avoid it.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just to continue along your journey here, an acrobatics or athletics check, please.
30.
You're good.
28.
Both of you, good. Good times. Okay. So you hop very nimbly over, and you're pretty much at the last building before this palace, where there is a much wider street, along with a 10-foot wall that goes all the way around the palace itself.
Is there a door?
There's a gate. It is closed.
How high are we right now on this roof?
20
rooftop?
feet. The gate is about 50 feet away from this rooftop.
So
Damn.
we can't jump it, type of thing.
Not from here. I mean, it's only a 10-foot gate. You can climb it. If, hey, good enough check, you might jump it in one bound.
Alright. So...
That's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. So I'm gonna go down and then, like, take a running jump over the
Okay.
gate.
Alright.
That's gonna be a 39.
Did you jumped as well?
Yes. 21 and 11, 32.
Nice. Both of you each are able to jump this 10-foot gate. Impressively, without even touching it. Let me just roll for something here. Stein, you notice once you land that you've stepped in something soft and mushy.
Yeah.
And looking down and moving your foot, you could see that it was feces of some kind. But it was a large pile of feces.
Awesome.
Yes.
Is it feces everywhere, or I just stepped in feces?
By unfortunate luck, you have stepped in feces.
I smell the feces and I look over at Stein and go,
I'm gonna go over to Peleus and start rubbing it on his fur.
Oh, no, you did. I will fight you.
It's not human feces either, just by the way.
Oh, okay.
But you're standing in this...
Can I sniff it out and get an idea as to what it is?
Nature check. Okay. It's definitely something from the large cat family. Lion, tiger, cheetah, something.
You got one of them Bengal tigers around here. Keep your eyes peeled, Stein. Shit's gonna get real.
Alright, it's
And
still...
I don't mean what's on the bottom of your boot.
It's still about, I don't know, 200 feet to the actual palace.
Alright, I'm gonna stealth towards the front of the palace.
Okay.
I'm going to survey the whatever's open to see if I can see any beady eyes in the distance that may look or smell like a tiger or a big cat.
Okay, you could roll perception. And you could roll for stealth.
28.
Very nice. 29. You could actually pick up two different scents, each on either side of you. And looking over, you actually see a quick gleam in the eye of something making eye contact with you. But they tend to be sticking to shadows, staying behind some brush. You could gather your attempts at stealth are not helping. So.
Alright, I'm gonna tell Stein that, we've been made. They know we're here. Let's just walk towards the gate, whichever one pops out first. There's one on our left, one on our right.
I'm just gonna set my sight light on fire.
Okay.
Maybe the light will keep them away.
Okay.
Maybe.
And you guys are just gonna walk towards the palace?
Yeah.
Yeah, since there's no reason in being stealthy, let's just stomp on down.
Okay.
My axe is likewise lit.
It's not any kind of surprise since you were able to pick up on them, but there are two cheetah that have actually emerged from the shadows once they got closer, and each of them are going to charge you.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Against your reflex, Stein. Against yours, Paleo. Oh, this is terrible. I got a 2 and a 4.
No.
Alright, so each of them run and make these mighty bounds with their cheetah-like claws
I'm just
and
gonna be like
fangs.
this. Ha! Ha! Ole.
And now they're each, circling around the two of you. And, we could just do it like this, Stein.
Okay. Alright. Oh, I crit.
It's dead.
I crit.
You don't have to add the damage, it's dead.
Okay.
Peleus, your turn.
I'm just gonna pick it up, like, I will make cloak! Throw it back down.
You're funny.
I am going to attack. And that would be 30.
Oh
wait, no. 25. 40. That's a 40 to AC.
That will definitely hit.
You want to crit, just crit. Just do it.
36 damage, plus 5. 5
Okay.
damage.
It's incredibly bloodied. And then it will go. And it will run. It will run.
Can I pop it off with a ranged attack as it's running away?
Do you have a ranged attack?
Wouldn't he have an attack of opportunity, being that he's turning and
Not
running?
for my cheetah. No.
Come on.
Not
That's
for
what
the cheetah.
nonsense.
It's got an ability.
Well, yeah, I got quick draw, and I have a bow
Okay.
with 12 arrows.
Go ahead.
See if maybe I can get this thing. 10.
Wow.
Is this
17.
it makes?
10, 27 AC.
That hits.
Oh! And this one.
I hate when they all try to run. That's your
And that'll be 21 damage.
He's dead.
I too am going to skin it to have a cheetah pelt, because I really like the idea of having a cheetah pelt.
Right?
Are you guys skinning it right now?
Yeah.
Are you taking the cheetah?
There's no time like the present.
Sure.
To successfully skin the beast, you will need a thievery check. Peleus, yours will be more difficult.
Mine will be more. I just get.
Because you took more hits to kill it.
Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3.
Stein killed it in 1
21.
hit, you killed it in 2. 21.
I just want enough for underwear.
Okay, you can have enough for underwear.
Nice!
I have a 23.
You each have a small piece of the cheetah fur. It is enough for underwear. Small cheetah pelt. You could probably make bracers out of it, or a nice like thong G-string. You know, maybe even some low-cut socks.
No, I want regular underwear. I want like tidy whities.
You could do tidy whities, but not boxers.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh, no boxers.
Maybe if you both used, you know.
And what, we share our boxers?
Maybe.
Nah, that's alright.
Alright, fine.
I'm gonna form sort of a bandana of sorts.
You're gonna wear
Wear
it
it up
right
ahead.
now?
He's gonna Rambo it.
That is pretty cool. Are you wearing it right now?
Fuck yeah.
Okay, you can add +2 to your intimidate checks.
Yes.
You could still feel the moist flesh with that little bit of blood on it.
Trickling down my forehead.
Yep, you feel like one of the cats, but you're a wolf. Let me change the music. Battle's over. Okay, so you guys are outside. We'll say the grand door of the palace.
I'm gonna hold up the key.
The
headband.
The headband.
Okay. Yep. When you first go to it, it's locked and whatever. Nothing happens. Once you hold up the headband, you hear. That's the lock unlocking.
I figured. Kukuru? I'm just gonna look at Kukuru?
He's not there.
I'm gonna open the door. I'm gonna kick open the door.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Thunderous
Did I see a
echo.
kookaroo?
Thunderous echo as this door is kicked open into this grand hall. And as you step in, just imagine a huge open room with these big ivory pillars and a marble floor, and lining both sides. Let's just say it's about 100 feet wide, this grand entryway. 100 feet long. doors on one on each of the 4 walls, and you're entering one. Lining the opposite 2 walls, there are tons of guard-looking, creature-looking things. They're definitely the people you just fought outside, but these appear to be a little bit more elegant. And they're all standing there with weapons, not drawn, just standing there lining the walls. They're blocking...
I'm gonna casually walk towards the opposite end.
They don't move. They are blocking the doors on the side, but you can still get through.
Well, I'm gonna continue going straight then.
Okay. You could gather that there's probably about 30 of them in here, 15 on each side.
Okay.
And they don't move or stop you. Their eyes just kind of follow you, but they do not disturb you in any way.
That's good.
And you have reached the far end door, which again scans the headband and then opens up to another... this one's a smaller room. It's a throne room, but very long. And there's just a guy with those same similar 2 guards on each side, and he's just kind of draped over on his throne, like thrown about, and one of the guards is feeding him grapes. Oh, we have outsiders! Oh, of course you came to see me. What are you doing here?
Pause for a second. Time out.
Alright. Alright. So, you guys had entered the palace, you opened the last door, and you were greeted by that man. Company! Well, I never thought I'd see the living here.
You seem to be enjoying yourself.
That's right. The name's Baron.
Oh, you're Greed.
I am Greed. I am Greed incarnate. And, should you desire more of my time, I would have to ask for a tribute. Perhaps the boy.
That's not gonna happen.
Oh, then perhaps something else of your choosing. I don't care what it is.
I think that you're actually Pride. Not Greed.
I'm Greed.
I don't know. You seem pretty prideful.
Of course. I have most things. And yet, I somehow still need more. It's interesting.
Huh.
Yes. So if you wish
well, I'm going to walk over and just take a grape and eat one.
When you reach for it, the guard, pulls it away a bit. If you would like, you can make essentially it's like an attack roll, but you're actually just trying to get it. Let's say an acrobatics check against his reflex.
Acrobatics 17. $38.
Okay, you have actually managed to take a grape from this guard. And in that same motion, because he tried to pull it away, but he wasn't quick enough, Greed has actually already stood up and crit to punch you in the gut. But just so you have an idea, I know this is a crit, but this is going to be an excessive amount of damage.
Immediate reaction. I gotta interrupt somewhere.
38. That's going to be 44 damage.
Woo!
Can I use an immediate interrupt?
Yeah.
It's called Second Chance. And the attacker must reroll the attack and use the second roll even if it's low.
That'd be pretty cool if I rolled another crit.
That would be really cool.
Okay. This one... I gotta have something.
Oh, they lost their piece of seaweed.
What?
They lost their piece of seaweed. It's on the left.
Oh. Okay.
That's not gonna stop him, apparently.
Nope. Oh, I guess he doesn't want it that bad.
He just wanted it off the rock.
Okay. The second time I had actually botched. So,
Woo!
he went to get up to punch you in the gut, and he slipped back onto his throne. That's my grape! That's not yours, that's mine! Give it back!
I'm gonna give it a...
Oh, looks
Wow.
like it's his grape now.
So succulent and delicious.
Give me my grape
So
back!
I've already eaten it, so I was told I need to get a gift from you free in order to move past you.
I think I have the perfect thing, he says as he stands up. And he's short. He's probably like 5 feet tall.
Oh, you're so tiny! You're so cute!
He stands up and slowly tilts his head sideways. I think the best gift that I could give you is maybe one of your friend's organs. How about his heart? Or his lung? How would that be? Is that gift enough for you?
I think you've already given me a free gift. See this nice fancy bandana I'm wearing?
Oh, you
That was free of charge.
one of my prized pets. It's unfortunate. I think I'll start with getting my grape back. And you guys can roll initiative.
Oh shit. Uh, 31.
30.
Some good news here.
Thank you.
Peleus is a badass in hell. I stole a grape from Greed.
I was expecting that to go down very differently.
Me too.
He has a 49 for initiative, so he will go first.
God damn.
This is against your reflex, Peleus. It's gonna be 37.
That hits.
22 damage.
Damn.
And then this will be against your fortitude.
What'd you say, 22?
22. And then against your fortitude, I have a 44.
Ha! Yeah, that'll hit. Damn it, where's my pen? I have lost my pen. Son of a bitch.
It's 14, 18, 26. Plus 8. 30. So 34 for the second hit. And you're slowed.
So 56 total.
Yeah.
That's harsh. I gotta find a pen. Hang on.
I was partially surprised that you didn't start that fight. I feel like you're smart, you know.
Yeah. Simon's a very calculating person. So Suzaku would be like, oh, it didn't matter this. It's probably like running her paper.
You guys better find some way to end this.
Alright.
You'll find the pen later on your desk.
Say what?
So you'll find the pen later on your desk somewhere.
Yeah, it'll be like way out in the open. I'm just an idiot. 56.
And after... Oh, I didn't roll for his two friends.
They should keep out of this.
Next up goes Stein.
I'm gonna use my I'm gonna use some free actions to talk. Listen. There's no reason to whatever we're doing right now. I don't understand what the plight was. So I mean, you don't want a scuffle.
You can roll diplomacy.
that would be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 34.
I just want my grape back.
I mean, it's gone.
Give me my grape back.
What if I give you something in return? Perhaps a gold? Well,
One gold piece?
for a grape? Yeah, I think that's fair.
I am not here for fair. 100 gold pieces or my grape back.
Really?
I throw one of the bag of jewels at him. I'm like, that's more than enough.
He picks up the
And
bag.
then I cough up a little blood. It was a good fucking grape.
He picks up the bag of jewels. All right. And he hands it to one of the guards who like starts sifting through it. And then he sits back down on his throne and the guard like rains the jewels over him. Ah.
I'm gonna look to Peleus, be like, heal, motherfucker. Drink some potions or some shit.
Yeah.
So...
Am I able to use healing surges, or can I just do a quick super potion?
You can't use healing surges unless you're taking a short rest, so you don't really have that chance right now. You can drink a potion.
I will drink a super potion.
I'm assuming you came here for something and not just to try my grapes.
Well, we did mention what we needed. In order to get past this, we need something free of charge from you.
But I would never give anything of mine away.
I can understand that. But what about this? I mean, we kind of already took something free, really.
So you feel that by stealing, committing an act of greed...
It's not really stealing, we won it, really. I mean, they were going to use their fur.
Oh, you're talking about the fur.
Yeah.
Oh.
That count?
The grape was could arguably be a free gift.
You've committed an act of greed, and then traded me for it. I don't understand really why you'd need something free from me, but I could assure you, you will get nothing of the sort.
You just talking to us is free.
I've made profit on my grape.
Your grape, not the knowledge in which you speak.
I think this can... Bless you.
Thank you.
That wasn't him.
Uh-huh.
I think this does conclude our business then.
It doesn't, because we still need something free from you. Do you have a pamphlet, maybe, of your establishment?
No, I don't have a pamphlet.
What about...
Is there a chair on the other side of the throne that I could sit down?
No, there's no chair.
Is there any sort of chair?
His throne is the only thing really in this room.
May I just sniff your floor?
For 5 gold pieces, of course.
You know what? I didn't give you the proper respect that you needed. I'm gonna bow to him and kiss his hand.
He lets you kiss his hand. At last, someone has paid respect. Perhaps another shall. Give what is due, Wolfman. Give what is due.
Is he gay?
I believe I was punched.
He takes it.
No, that's right. He didn't punch me. He punched. All right, fine. I will give him a cursory sniff on the hand.
So much more satisfying to get it from someone who hates you. I love it.
Huh.
Anyway, well, I guess this does conclude our business then. No?
I extend my hand. Every business deal needs to be sealed with a handshake.
For the grape? I guess I can't really be too upset about it. He stands up to shake your hand.
I shake his hand. Like, that was something freely given, was it not?
What was?
Respect and a handshake.
Your hand.
It's a business deal. What do you want from me? Get out of here.
Did that do anything? I'm gonna roll perception to see what I really need to be doing.
Insight.
16.
I can't give you too good of a hint with a 16. Okay, so you're dealing with Greed incarnate. He's not really out to give you anything for free. You're probably not going to trick him into giving you some metaphorical thing for free either. And you can't beat him in a direct fight, but he probably doesn't care too much about his person to even hold him under duress. So how could you make him give you something if you can't beat him?
What's the building made out of?
The floor and the
Marble?
pillars are marble, yeah.
Okay.
But it's like, it's perfect. Like, there's not scratches on this.
Is that a scratch I see on the pillar?
What?
I'm gonna look over there, and I'm gonna, like, try to conveniently, like, try to make a scratch.
Okay.
Or, like, a crack with my scythe, like... Oh, you're so perfect, Palace. Isn't that perfect?
I'll have to have this pillar replaced at once. One of the guards goes and looks at it, and then he leaves.
I'm not gonna let him leave.
What are you doing to stop him?
I'm stepping in front of the door.
Why do you detain him? This must be addressed at once.
What if you didn't have your people? You would be nothing.
I would get more.
Would you?
Of course.
What if I killed your entire city? Then what would happen?
I assure you, you could not kill my entire city.
Why not?
You're just one man.
And one wolf.
And one boy. Oh, isn't this great? A big family reunion in my palace. You're threatening to kill everyone? Tell you what, kill everyone and I'll give you the palace. By all means. He goes back to his throne and sits down.
I'm gonna take both of his guards and just kind of like hold their hands, like, come on, guys.
They don't go with you. In the meantime, replace that pillar at once. I will not see this place fall to shambles.
What happens if it does?
What?
What happens if it does? Just curious.
You wouldn't.
I'm just asking a simple question.
Don't you touch this place.
Because I think I see another crack over there. I want to go over the pillar and make another crack.
You can make a stealth check. Against my awesome perception.
I botched.
Oh, no! Don't do that! No!
What
He,
are you
like,
gonna-
pushes you out of the way. And
What are you gonna do to make me stop? And I'm gonna try and crack the wall with my scythe.
You can make an attack roll.
I do the same thing. I walk over to a pillar and just start scarring the fuck out of
29.
it.
You could also make an attack roll.
29.
$43.
43. Damn. Okay. You have smashed the marble wall. You've smashed something. Please! Please stop! Stop! Stop!
What are you
Okay!
gonna get?
Okay!
I'm gonna run. Is he standing?
He is standing.
Don't attack
I'm going
him.
to destroy his throne.
Oh. I was like, don't you attack him!
He sees you walking towards it. Wait! Wait! Please! Please! Okay! Okay! Okay. I'll give you something. Don't touch the throne! And stop breaking
I light
my
my
wall.
axe on fire and slowly lower it to one of the arms.
No, 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 please, please, look, take the rest of the grapes.
Oh, I think you need to do a little bit better than that.
What do you want? I don't
want-
have
Well,
anything.
whatever it is, it needs to be handed from you to me.
I want one of your rings. I'm assuming he has rings.
His hands are fully loaded. He's got like 3 rings on each finger.
I would like a few of your rings.
But they're mine.
Peleus, so how's that demo coming along with your throne over there?
I just keep lowering the axe.
No, please. Okay.
And it used to be so perfect.
Okay, just stop. Okay.
No, give us the rings and Peleus will lift back up his sword.
I give it a little shake and little droplets of fire start fire.
Oh
No, stop, please.
Oh no.
Okay. Just one ring.
No, what? One per person.
One ring.
One per person.
Oh no. Oh, I really like this one. I really like this one. This one just fits so perfectly. I don't know. And this one has that really cool effect that I like. This one reminds me of my mom. And this one was a gift.
I'm gonna start.
Maybe there's something else you'd like.
I'm gonna start hacking at the wall again.
No, please. Okay. He slides 3 off and just throws them to you.
I'm gonna catch them.
That's enough. Get out. I gave you what you wanted.
I continue lowering the axe.
I gave you everything you wanted.
Where's the door?
That way.
I'm gonna say you haven't given me a grape from your hand though.
That wasn't part of the deal. You wanted the rings. You got the rings.
Yeah, Stein wanted the rings. I wanted the grapes.
He goes over and picks up a grape. And as he's like putting it into your mouth, he pops it. Just because he's so angry.
Thank you, Baron. That was delicious.
Get out.
Thank you for your hospitality.
And he sits back onto his throne, sobbing softly into his hands.
So I'm gonna go towards the door.
Okay. You can walk out.
Okay.
You see all the guards are, like, carrying in another pillar. Some of them are bringing in, like, plaster and bits of marble.
Sorry, guys.
They just zombie through.
Oh.
Those are really good grapes, man. You really should have had one.
Nah. I'm not into that.
So now that you guys have these rings, you look down at them, and one of them actually starts to glow. As it's glowing, it actually changes shape and becomes a key. A small key. And it has another strange insignia on it, and it's black.
Okay.
Yep. The other 2 keys each have magical effects, and they're actually just gifts. So, one of them has the ability, it's a heal spell. I don't know who wants that.
I'm
And,
gonna give it to Lee Cheng. Ow.
well, he already has a bunch of his own heal spells, so
Oh.
one of you can have the ability to heal. One of them has a heal spell, and the other one can, let's see. What could it do? You know what? It could shoot like a little bolt of fire.
What should you like?
I like the heal spell.
Okay. Heal spell. This is the ring of the healer. Standard action. Heals 1d8 plus 5. The fireball is the ring of the bolt. And it literally shoots like a ping pong ball sized fireball, so it's pretty cool. And that does 1d6 plus 6.
You ever used my D8 before?
Holla. Now you got a use for it.
Moving on.
Okay.
Nikki,
Yeah.
we have 2 keys. We only need 2 keys, but there are 2 other areas to explore.
Are you for real?
It's up to you.
No. Someone's greedy. It's okay, Lee. We'll get your soul back.
Let's go find Minos.
Okay. You guys are able to walk, well... You know what? I think he probably told you guys this, but the doors are actually on each side of the battlements, so you actually have to go pretty much through Greed to get where you need to go anyway.
Well, that's where we're going.
You don't need to go back to Minos.
Oh, wasn't.
Okay.
I was heading
Well,
forward.
then we need to go to the wall.
The E
That's right.
battlements.
Let's go that one.
Okay. You reach the battlements, and there's definitely a whole bunch of people that have followed you through the streets at this point. All of them are very eager to see who disrespected Greed.
I respected him.
Who wrecked his palace. You come across the door, and there is two keyholes. One of them very large, and one of them very small.
Alright.
I'm gonna put the big key in.
I'll put the little key in.
Aww. They both lock in. They get sucked into the door, and then the door rumbles. Oh.
Where did you go?
Where did you go?
Stop listening.
I can still hear you.
Stop listening.
Stop listening.
Really? Xbox! Go back!
Xbox.
What the fuck?
Pause!
Why is it playing? What the fuck? I love that song though, but still.
That's hilarious.
What the fuck?
Alright.
There you are.
So we're back.
Oh, Jesus.
And what
Pandora came on.
the door rumbles in, and it does not eject the keys, by the way. It has taken the keys. It rumbles down into the floor, and pretty much you're looking over a giant pit where there are moving, floating land masses moving around
I'm gonna jump on one.
in what appears to be no particular pattern.
I'm gonna jump on one when it passes by.
Okay.
That would be a 35. And
Very nice.
Lee is on my back. Also.
Okay.
Also, it's a leapfrogging going on.
Yeah.
From lily pad to lily pad.
When you jump onto it, by the way, like, it does kind of pivot. Like, these are not balanced floating rocks.
This is athletics or acrobatics?
Athletics.
Alright. 38.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to easily clear onto one. We'll say you're on a different one. Because once you go onto it, like, the whole fulcrum is just off in every direction. Since this was your first one, make an acrobatics check just also to keep balance. Alright. So, Stein did the first leap onto one platform, and you followed up onto a different one. Stein immediately, his rock just dips, and he ends up sliding clean off the rock, falling down into this pit.
I'm gonna try and grab another like ledge as I'm falling down.
They're not really that close enough that you would be able to grab another ledge.
I'm going to skydive towards one.
They're all actually even. There are none below you. This is free fall pit.
I don't comprehend then. So there's only just the one layer and then that's it?
Yeah.
Oh, alright. So, I'm gonna turn into a bat.
Do you have that ability?
Yeah. My cloak. Oh no, I turned into Shadow, not a bat. I'm sorry. Turning into Shadow, I'm gonna go at the very, very bottom to catch Lee.
Before you use the ability, looking down, you don't see a bottom to this pit.
I'm gonna go to the bottom of the pit to catch Lee. What?
From what you could gather, there will be no bottom.
So we're just gonna free fall for the rest of our lives? That's gay.
I'm just letting you know what you could see and gather is that there's no bottom to this pit.
Then I'm not even gonna use my ability.
Okay.
I'll just sit there because there's nothing I can do now, which is fucking stupid. No bottom to the pit. That's stupid.
You just still have time to react. You're only just falling off that rock.
You told me I slid clean off of the rock.
Yes. So you're not that far if you wanted to think of something else. Or if somebody else was gonna throw something to help you.
Stupid.
No, my computer's making noise.
Okay. Think outside the box.
I was.
You had some good ideas. What else you got?
That's it.
Okay. Peleus, you're actually stable on a different rock. Stein has just fallen off. He's about 5 feet below the rock. But he's assessing every situation that he can, and he doesn't seem to be reacting.
I'm gonna tie a rope to the end of an arrow, and then shoot Stein with the arrow.
Okay. Dungeoneering, just to tie your rope.
$19.
Okay, and then you can make an attack roll to shoot Stein. Or at Stein.
Attack. Wait, no, it's different. 17. So 20 to AC does not hit.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
But the arrow's right there with a rope tied to it.
Right where?
It's going past you, because I missed.
So when do I have to roll out the back to that?
Yes, please.
34.
Very nice. You're actually able to grab the rope with the arrow.
Hold on!
It starts, Peleus, it starts to slide you forward, which throws your rock also off balance. So if you could roll an acrobatics just to keep yourself together here.
Good thing I'm trained in it.
Yeah. Well, like, just holding the rope isn't enough. You also have to stay at the center of this rock.
32.
Very nice. Okay. Alright, Stein, you don't have to make any...
I'm really digging my heels in.
You don't have to make any checks to climb up. You can climb up freely. And Peleus' acrobatics was steady enough to balance out while you climb.
Okay.
So all three of you are now on the same floating rock.
Awesome. So really, I don't understand
This
what
is
we're
going to
supposed
be
to
really
go
hard
from
to jump off of.
They're all floating around. You'd have to jump pretty much from rock to rock to get to this one center point, where you could see it almost looks like a dock, kind of sticking out, but it has some kind of round platform that almost looks like an elevator.
Okay.
So you have at 2 more jumps if you're gonna keep at it this way.
Jumping.
I'm gonna hold steady, so that way she can actually, or Stein can actually get a good bite on the
27.
jump.
27? Nice. Alright, Stein's able to clear it. He had no real issues.
Cool. I will likewise follow.
Okay.
Now those athletics.
Yeah.
Okay. 28.
Okay, very nice. And with Stein being on that one already, too, his weight is kind of able to balance it out as you land.
Nice.
Alright. 1 more, you should be good.
40.
30.
Nice. Okay, Stein jumped across, you jumped across after, and now you guys are right at that dock-like platform. That looks like it has that little elevator.
Alright. So, standing
I'm
in the middle.
gonna take a cursory sniff, see if there's anything from the pit that I can smell.
You know what? Let me just check something here. Because you do pick up a scent. Roll perception, please.
Ooh, 28.
It smells a lot like, the battle that you had at the Vishnan Shire. It smells like a battleground where there's just a lot of blood and death. And, even in the distance, you can actually hear faint echoing of swords clashing, like a grand battle is really going on down into this pit. And you don't really see any type of bottom to it. You don't see really how far down it goes. But yeah, there is what looks like some kind of pillar elevator that you can get onto to descend.
I'm gonna reach into my chest armor and grab my plume
Okay.
and look into it and pray to Taia to sort of guide us through this even deeper, darker hell.
You could roll for religion.
14.
Okay. It doesn't seem to do anything. Perhaps the signal is blocked by this hellish place.
I'm gonna look at my right arm and notice the mark on it. The Doom! What's going on, buddy?
And appearing behind you is the tall, dark shadow of Doom. Yes?
What do you know about this place? You must be familiar with it.
This place is hell.
That's helpful. Thank you.
I could not guide anybody of the living through it. No one alive is meant to be here. The odds are not in your favor, which is most upsetting. You were my favorite.
I forgot to cut them out, but there's a few livers around the corner, if you're interested.
They are the liver of spirits. They have no sustenance for me.
Ah, it's too bad.
I
What
pray.
about Death? You could probably possibly eat him, eh?
I would not go near death. Death is the only one with the power to slay gods with the touch of his finger. No, I would not.
So his liver would be the most succulent, would it not?
I will not fight death for you. I will not go near death, even if death was dead.
Sounds like Doom's a pussy. That's what that sounds like.
What did you say?
I didn't say anything in game.
He leers towards you.
I didn't say anything in game.
I don't know, I heard it in game. He leers towards you. This 12-foot tall and growing, towering shadow. Good. Should you die here, you will be missed. And I will replace you. Good luck.
Thank you. That's oddly generous.
You see him start to dissipate and then he kind of reforms. Don't dwindle in wrath. You might be tempted, being the champion, but you cannot win, nor can they. And then he dissipates.
I think to myself, thank you, Doom.
I know you said you only had a few hours, so if you wanted to, this is a good place to stop.
I say we go down the elevator.
So how much time do you have, Josh?
The woman is off at work doing some sort of report. Basically, when she's done, I'm done. So, I don't know how long that'll be, but this is far too interesting to stop.
Okay, there is one more part that we could actually do, and it is actually the... Do you mind just picking it up for a second? It is the first thing that you guys will encounter at the bottom of this lift, which seems to descend forever. It takes you guys a while to get down.
Alright, then I'm gonna take a short rest while we're going down.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what? If you guys, one of you, I'm assuming not both of you would sleep at the same time, but one of you could take an extended rest.
I don't need an extended rest, I just need a short one.
Okay, then you can take a short rest.
If I take an extended rest, do my action points recharge?
You will get an action point. Yes.
Well, I had a milestone a long time ago. I have 2 to use.
Ah. Well, then you get one back.
I will take an extended rest.
Okay. You might as well if Stein's not. You get back daily powers, healing surges, max hit points.
I didn't use any daily, so I didn't need it.
Lee Cheng is looking a little worse. Almost as if this stagnant descend is just making him more ill.
What's up, buddy?
I don't feel good.
I swear to God, if he kills you before I get a chance to even meet him, I'm so pissed.
What was that? What happened?
Huh? Oh, I picked my headphones out
Oh,
so I can listen to you through the speakers and maybe go grab something to eat while you guys are talking.
okay. I could hear myself echo a little bit. Is it?
No, it's better now.
Oh. Alright, then never mind, you're fine.
Cool.
So, at the bottom of this lift, after about a 6 or 7 hour descent, you end up coming to this dark looming area that you could see another wall on a far end and then what looks like a cliff on the other. And it is still fairly large, so probably at least like 5 acres worth of landmass here. Strewn all about are these random cages, pits, all sorts of different torture devices that each have somebody in it. But the weird part is that people are actually doing the torture to themselves. There is no torture master. Nobody is actually grinding their bones. You see people whipping themselves. And when you enter this place, you can actually see a silhouette of a spirit just kind of lingering at the bottom where you first enter. And it actually greets you. Hello.
Hello.
You are the living ones, are you not?
Yeah.
And what has brought you to this place?
I want to look over my shoulder to Lee.
Oh, I see. You have come seeking death to spare your friend?
Well, death took my friend's soul, so yeah.
I see. Well, that is unfortunate. Very few are able to tempt death, no less elude him. Your quest is truly that of great difficulty. You have entered into the self-righteous self-sacrifice of self, inflicted torment. People who have committed heinous things to themselves, including suicide, reside here for eternity. Ordinarily, you would have been placed in your sin should you have been dead. But being as you came here alive, it is more difficult to find your way through the layers of hell. The only way
Couldn't agree more.
The only way to leave this place is, hold on, to release and redeem a worthy soul of this place.
Is there anyone I recognize?
You could roll perception.
Yeah. I would like to do so as well.
I crit.
25.
I crit.
Okay. Peleus, you look around, and it doesn't look like there's anybody that you see here. Stein, you look around, and you actually see Grek.
Alright. I'm gonna go over to Grek. Hey, buddy.
You see him kind of like in a daze. He has his hand on the table with a bracelet that he's partially fiddling with, and then periodically he picks up a dagger and just takes a fillet of skin off his forearm. And then he puts it down and twiddles his bracelet as the fillet kind of grows back. And then he does it again.
I'm gonna take the knife away.
As soon as you take the knife, he looks up at you. While he was slicing himself, he was like muttering something. And once you've taken the knife, he looks up at you. He was like, I killed myself. I was a fool.
You didn't do it on purpose.
I'm a fool.
You didn't do it on purpose. You didn't know.
I almost killed my friends.
You didn't know.
But it's all my fault.
You didn't know. You shouldn't take it too hard. Unfortunately, you passed away, but it's all good.
But I did it to myself for no reason. For no reason at all.
But you did not know what it was going to do.
I think I did.
You did not.
Diplomacy. Because he didn't.
Uh, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13... 33.
Okay. The spirit that had greeted you when you first got here has appeared next to you. Do you feel this one is worthy?
Yes.
Then you may release him. And you can see his ankle is chained to the ground.
I'm gonna undo the chain.
As you're undoing the chain, the spirit then again says, if you release an unworthy spirit, you will take its place. As it floats away.
Then I'm gonna reach down and undo the chain.
Okay. You undo the chain, and it falls to the ground. Grek stands up, and he looks at you both. Oh, I could do my Grek voice. Do you really think it wasn't my fault?
It was not your fault.
I'm so sorry, Stein.
It's okay, you didn't know.
I let you down, though. I wasn't there to help.
Seriously, it's okay. You've passed on. Just lay to rest.
He leans in to hug you.
I'm gonna hug him back.
As you're hugging him, he starts to glow, and then you see him disappear and kind of float away. You have found a worthy soul, and redeemed him. She gestures to the side, and you can see another door rumble open. And in this next area, you're pretty much immediately greeted by the sounds of cannon fire and swords clashing, and all different sorts of battle screams. And we can stop here for the day. The next area you're entering into is the Wreckage of Wrath.
I figured.
Creepy.
Oh, actually, you know what? I could tell you what you need. The spirit could tell you.
What do you need with that one?
Once you have entered the Wreckage of Wrath, you will not be able to return to this place, and it will be continuous until you have reached the final circle. So you must pay close attention to what you must do in the next 3 areas.
That doesn't really help us at all.
No. She's about to tell you, though.
Okay.
She's pretty much telling you can't come back, and if you don't listen to her right now, you won't be able to find out what else you need.
Okay.
For the Wreckage of Wrath, you must recover the axe of high heaven and survive the wreckage to enter envy. Yeah, no, that was a gimme. Survive and find the axe of high heaven.
Axe.
That sounds pretty cool. I think I might. My ears perk up when I hear Axe of High Heaven. Axe?
Hmm? What?
Okay.
And I let out a Chewbacca-like roar.
To conquer the Eden of Envy, you must inspire a servant of envy to hold pride. Pretty much you gotta imagine that envy is just a place filled with emo kids, and you gotta make them feel good about themselves.
Okay.
Inspire a servant of envy to hold pride.
Mm-hmm. And in the final, most difficult, most torturous of sins, pride. You must be able to best the Lord of Pride at anything. In the promise of pride, the leader which you must best is known by the name of God.
Oh, well done, sir. That's awesome.
And only then will you reach the final plummeting pillar to enter the last circle of death. And so we'll conclude Season 6, Episode 4, Journey into Hell, Part 1. Yay! You survived this long.
Yay!
I really want this Axe of High Heaven. And then to best God. That's well done. That's great.
Thank you.
Okay,
What did
so-
God, that is awesome.
What did you guys think of the other parts of Hell? I know you didn't go to everything, but...
It was good.
I kind of wanted to go to the other two.
I know. I was actually surprised. I didn't think you guys were gonna do both on either side. You know? I thought that you guys were going to get stumped at something. Like, Sloth was easy, but you had to think of it. And Greed, I didn't think you guys were going to get past that. But hey.
That dude,
awesome.
He had everything. So I guess you gotta take away what he has.
You couldn't, even if you stole something, you couldn't steal it to get it. Because then that's just committing an act of greed.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
So, you had to get him actually to give you something. Even if it was only under duress, he gave you something.
Well, I still got the grape.
Yes, you do.
So, my grape.
Although I think the hardest one probably would have been Lust. Because the leader of Lust, you had to get the key from her. She's actually, she has both body parts. And it is always erect, and that is the key.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, but it was very likely you guys would have been raped in Lust. Or, kind of, I don't want to say dominated, but, you probably would have been seduced. Very tough. Very tough. A lot of pheromones in the air.
I figured it would have been all bad for Lee Cheng. He was trying to hook up with the one chick for the longest time.
He did.
Who was it? Oh, I can't remember her name.
Elda.
Yeah.
He did. He sealed the deal. They're dating, you know. Nikki, what was your favorite part?
I don't know.
I'll come back to you.
Thunderous clap of the center bell in Sloth.
Was that your favorite part, Sloth?
That was pretty badass. I don't know. It was my only crit for the game, so.
Yeah. My only crit you negated.
Yes.
Well, actually...
Which then odds were like doubly against you, because then you botched right thereafter.
Yeah.
And that's almost impossible to have a crit and then a botch.
Well, your ability, and I didn't ask you then, but is that only for your dice rolls or any dice roll? Because I thought it was like halfling luck, which was only for yours.
Just a second chance, encounter, immediate interrupt. Luck and small size combine to work in your favor as you dodge your enemy's attack. Trigger, you're hit by an attack. Effect, the attacker must re-roll.
Pretty good. Very fast.
That is pretty sweet. We're gonna kill Death. Oh, y'all got pizza, don't you?
Yep.
You too.
Shit.
I mean, we'd offer you some, but, you know.
Yeah.
You're all the way in Foreverland. Thank you.
Let me stop recording. Nice job, guys.
Thanks, boy. Good job.
Do not tear